Okay, you bet. All right, it's that time of the show. Every week we have them on the benches in the house, and of course this edition. Yeah, this edition of the bench is brought to you by BallparkSweater.com. If you're looking for that nice little Valentine's Day gift for that sweetheart, your mom, your girlfriend, your daughter, whoever, female in your life, your nurse, Puzz. The name of the game is BallparkSweaters.com, and Bob and John Benz in the house. And how you guys doing? Are you all Super Bowl ready?
Well, I certainly we are gearing up. It's a big weekend for us, not only because of the Super Bowl, but because of all the festivities going on around the Super Bowl this weekend. So, we're going to be we're going to be ready to go, and I guess that's where Bob is at the particular moment. He's out there prepping somewhere, trying to get ready for the festivities tomorrow. So hopefully we'll
out with the cheerleaders, knowing Uncle Bob. You know what I mean? Hey, if you check out my website, SpadoraOnSports.com, you go in, you see Jonathan Benz's face right there. Click on that, and you get to go in and see what they're blogging. And I will tell you this: they have a couple of cartoon caricatures of them up there, and of course Uncle Bob sliding the way of the Phillies and his pinstripes, huh?
Yeah, he's been a Phillies fan for probably longer than I've even been alive. So that's where he decided. That's where he decided to go with it, and I decided to stick to my college alumni and go blue and gold on everybody.
Yeah, I see that. Of course, both of you guys. A lot of intelligence in the family. After the oversight, Dugas. We call them the Duga heads. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You want to hit him up about Josh Hamilton? No, I'm sorry. No, okay.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Hey, listen, speaking about sad stories, we talked a little bit, and I didn't even do a segment on Angelo Dundee passing. Two other people are also passing this past week. Ben Gazzara. I don't know if you guys remember Ben Gazzara. He was an actor. He played some good parts. More recently, the younger kids might remember Ben Gazzara. He played in the movie Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. Okay, and Ben Gazzara was the liquor owner. You know, I mean, he drive down the middle of the road, in a car, and had all the tough guys with him. Yeah, and Don Cornelius, Soul Train. Remember Don Cornelius, Soul Train, 75 years of age. Ben Gazzara, 81, and Angelo Dundee, 90 years of age. 3 passes right there. Listen, we're going to hold you, John, in the bullpen as we go for commercial. We'll bring you right back. You're listening to Spadora on Sports. Stay tuned. More of Benz's coming at you. How is that?
That was okay. Yeah, that works.
So that should work for us right there. So votes are closed with the benches here, talking fantasy sports. And I guess quickly, I want to kind of glaze over, but give me your fantasy baseball sleepers in the shortstop category.
Yeah, for sure. Shortstop is pretty heavy position this year for fantasy baseball sleepers. But our number one guy is D. Gordon of the Los Angeles Dodgers. He came up last year and really burned up the base pass with 24 stolen bases and a 3.04 average. He's Flash Gordon's son, the ex-reliever, and projected to a full season, he could be a 65, 70 stolen base guy and a league leader in that category. Another guy we like is the rookie Zach Cozart of the Cincinnati Reds. He was injured last year, had both Tommy John surgery and an ankle operation, and the Reds have really had a revolving door at shortstop over the years with Brandon Phillips at second base. They've used 21 different guys in the last 5 years there, but Zach Cozart could be their guy. He had 17 homers and 30 stolen bases in the minors in 2010. He projects to a 15-homer, 20 stolen base guy in the majors. Another guy we really like is the Yankees' Eduardo Nunez. And you might ask, well, why is a guy who's, going to be a backup to Cano, Jeter, and A-Rod, why is he on our list? Well, with the trade of Jose Montero and Jorge Posada's retirement, that opens up the DH position. So one thing that we foresee happening here in the new year is Jeter and A-Rod spending some more time as the DH as they get up there in the years, and that'll open the door for Nunez to play more shortstop and third. He stole 22 bases last year in just 112 games. So if he can get 400-plus at-bats this year, he could get 30 stolen bases, and we really like him. New rookie shortstop in Atlanta is Taylor Pasternicki, and Taylor Pasternicki probably could use another year in the minors. He's played only 27 games at the AAA level, but the Braves show they don't hold back in throwing rookies into the fire as they did with Freddie Freeman in the past. So Pasternicki's going to be their guy at shortstop this year. One more guy that we like here is Minnesota's Trevor Plouffe. And make sure you get his pronunciation right because he's spelled Plouffe. You don't want to come to your draft and mispronounce the guy's name. But with Jamie Carroll gone from the Dodgers because of D. Gordon's taking over that position, Carroll shows up in Minnesota as the shortstop. And this is one of those cases where a guy is eligible at the shortstop position but probably isn't going to play there at all this year. Plouffe is scheduled to be the DH in Minnesota this year, but he played 45 games last year at shortstop, so he'll qualify. That means you're going to get DH power at the shortstop position. Two other guys that fit that same mold is Miami's Emilio Bonifacio. Now, he's not going to surprise anybody because he had 40 stolen bases last year, but he primarily played shortstop for the Marlins last year, and that position is going to be filled with a guy named Reyes this year. So Bonifacio is going to move to the outfield. He qualifies as a shortstop, a third baseman, and an outfielder. And if all you do is read your preseason magazines you get on the newsstand, he'll probably be listed as an outfielder, but he qualifies at shortstop, so you want to use him as your shortstop as opposed to your outfielder. And finally, one last guy, Seattle Mariners' Kyle Seager. Another guy, he played 10 games last year as a shortstop. He's going to be the starter at the hot corner this year for Seattle. He hit .333 in the minors last year. Doesn't have a lot of power, good gap hitter, but he's potentially a 300 hitter in the bigs.
Bob Benz, Jonathan Benz in the house here talking fantasy, baseball, fantasy, sports here on Spidora on Sports. Check out my blog at Spidora on Sports, or their blog at SpidoraOnSports.com. Always fresh, always new, and a lot of good names. Hey, Bob, well, I got you on quickly. The hottest wives in football. When's the closing shut down? Does that happen after the Super Bowl or before the Super Bowl?
Well, most people think the Super Bowl is the biggest event of the football season. We beg to differ. We think it's football's hottest wives. So we're going to shut it down right at kickoff of the Super Bowl this year. There's still time for your fans and your listeners to get out there and vote, and it's really a hot contest. It's still undecided to this point. Lori Schaub, the wife,
our girl, Julie.
Yeah, Julie's in second place. She's looking at the silver medal right now with 21% of the vote. Lori Schaub has passed Julie with 25% of the vote. So those Texas voters are really getting out in favor of Matt Schaub's wife, Lori, who is the defending champion and a good competitor in this competition. But Julie Dornbos, the wife of the Eagles long snapper John, who has appeared on your show in the past, is sitting in second place with 4%, trailing Lori by 4%.
Yeah, go through my website, SpidoraOnSports.com. Go to the Friends page. You can hit the Fantasy Baseball Dugout page and vote for Julie. Of course, if Julie takes it all and gets the gold medal, we would expect, naturally, Bob, to bring her back onto this show just to have kind of like a little rundown over the votes and see how things really shaked out.
So if she gets a silver medal, you don't want her to come back?
We'll take her with a silver, bronze, fifth place, 10th place. We'll take. Yeah, of course. We're not.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean, well, here you go. Sometimes, yeah, some people would say. Quickly before I let you guys go, how much time do I got? Minute? Shank, 1 minute. Okay. Quickly, give me the top 5 finalists, Bob, in the race.
Top 5 finalists in the football's hottest wives. We have Lori Schaub in first place, Julie Dornbos in second place, Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, third place, and then we have Kristen Cavallari, who you know from Dancing with the Stars, and we have Sasha Didnyal.
Wow, great job. Guys, all the best. Of course, check out SpidoraOnSports.com. And go on the website, check out their blog. Of course, we'll have everything right there. You guys have a great Super Bowl weekend.
You too.
Yep, you too.
Take care, John.